Hello, I's back again. I'd like to talk about a mistake Uncle Greely made there. I'm sitting in here and that gal coming in, and she wanna talk about her mama. And she says, I sure do miss my mama. And I says, I know you do, 'cause I miss my mama. My mama been dead and gone for some years. And I said, your mama's alive and well, and I said, she gonna get past this thing, and y'all gonna soon be back with her. And, she's a little upset, and then, I just asked her, how long her mama's been on drugs, and what I go and do that for? Oh, what a terrible mistake I made when I asked her that. But at the end, I still been enlightened about some stuff. She yells at me, my mama ain't on no drugs. I'm tired of y'all saying that, and my mama's done always said that you's a good person, Uncle Greely, and you's never make up nothing on her and tell, and I just get confused. And so she runs in her room and she slams the door. And Uncle Greely done learned over the years, respect is earned. It ain't given, it's earned. And if I want somebody to learn how to be respectful, I got to be respectful in front of them. Especially with me being, older than they is, and want them, to know how to be respectful. So I got to be respectful in front of them. Just 'cause I still got old, and I was older than them, and they live here in my house, don't mean that I had a right to, be disrespectful. I could have ran in that room behind that gal and said, listen now, this is my house, and I'm taking care of y'all, and I ain't got to take care of y'all, and you ain't gonna be slamming no doors and yelling at me. But no. I'm older than she is, and I understand better that you don't fuel a fire with some gas. That ain't the way to put a fire out. You don't put it out like that. You put a fire out with some cool. So you go with some cool to that fire. And so, I waits about 5 minutes, and then I goes over there and I knocks on the door. I could hear her sobbing through the door, and I feel real bad. So I knocks on the door real polite, like, I ain't trying to yell at you. I ain't trying to make the situation worse. I'm just trying to get some understanding and to make you feel better. Hold on. I need a little drink. It's all right, y'all already know. I could really drink. That's some good stuff right there. So I hear the little boy, he used to come in. I go in and they all got their red eye and their eye water looking, and I feel real bad, 'cause I ain't been seen this gal do no drugs. They mama done come here and done seed about Uncle Greely. She used to go to that grocery store for me. She used to take my money and pay bills that I might not be done pay. She the one got old Greely up on the computer. And she ain't never took nothing away from me. Never. She used to bring me food here and wouldn't take no money for it. She said, Uncle Greely, I got a little bit. You can have this right here. And they used to call me, them her aunts. That's my brother Ham's children's. They mama, her mama, and them gals who used to call me sisters. them my brother Ham's children. And them gals used to call old Uncle Greely and say, Uncle Greely, you better not let her in your house. Oh, Uncle Greely, she on them drugs real bad. Oh, Uncle Greely, she gonna steal from you. And I thought she must been stealing from them, but she ain't been around them. She won't even go around them. So how they draw the conclusion that she would do all this young stuff, Uncle Greely don't know. Uncle Greely shouldn't have never trusted her. Let me tell you what was happening. One day old Uncle Greely was sitting up in that house, and the phone rang, and it was one of her aunties. And she called me, and she was like, oh, Uncle Greely, is she been by there? And I always be wondering why they so concerned about where she is and where she going, and they won't let her live there at their house, and them say she can't live there. If she come there, they be watching her, they scared of her, she crazy, she on drugs, you know. So then the phone call ends after she done woke her over the cold some more. And then the phone rings again, and I picks it up and I says hello, and don't nobody say nothing. And in the background I can hear her and her sister. Well, this time they's not talking about her, Kate, that's her name, Kate. They's talking about me. That old goat, that old fool, that old drunkard, that old Klein, that old thing. Uncle Ham, that's what they call. Oh, Ham, and said he on drugs, and he ain't no good, and blase, and they wrote me so bad I felt real worthless. But they don't make old Greely, so Uncle Greely soon discovered that his self-worth don't come through the mouth of nobody, but through the actions of me. They talk about old Greely so bad. Next time they call old Greely, don't even answer the phone. Well, you know, I did answer the phone, but I told her a lie, and I said, well, old Uncle Greely's busy. He'll talk to you later. Every time they calls, I was busy. Then that Kate told me about that caller ID. Got me some caller ID. If I don't recognize that their number, I don't answer that their phone. And if I do recognize that their number and don't want to talk on that phone, then I still don't answer. Ha! That caller ID's a chance. Anyhow, I was in that room and I was talking to that gal, and I says, why is you so upset? And she says, why you call my mama a drug addict? My mama ain't no drug addict. My mama ain't never did no drugs, and we's done seen her doing no drugs and stuff like that. And she said my mama used to work and pay the bills and take good care of us. And then she said, you know, my mama got in that bed one day and didn't want to get up no more when my brother died. And my brother, she said my mama just stopped wanting to do anything and didn't want to go nowhere. And my mama stopped eating, and my mama stopped talking on the phone, and my mama didn't nobody come there to see about my mama. All my mama had was us. And if didn't nobody love us enough to show us that we was important, then we didn't know it. They didn't come there. They didn't do nothing to help us. And I know the same feeling, cause, you know, Uncle Greely had one person who showed him a lot of interest, and she ain't still no Greely no more. But anyway, she said my mama got down on that bed when my brother died. Didn't want to get up no more. She stopped showing interest in anything. Old Greely felt real bad, because Greely been down that same road. Greely traveling that same road now. And then she said my daddy went up to their welfare office and told them people all kind of lies. And and said my mama don't believe in God, and my mama's on drugs, and my mama don't take care of us, and whatnot, and them folk came to our house, and then they had to, take her back up to that office and talk to us, and we says no, but they don't believe us, and then, they said we couldn't go back there to live with her no more, and then they called my daddy, and then, them children said they told them folks that their dad is O'Klein. He won't even get them when he said gonna get them. He won't buy them nothing to help them out with, and that gal told me my daddy be smoking some weed too. She said my mama might smoke weed, but my daddy do too. They did a drug test on that man, and they found more than just weed in this old police officer system, because that's what he is, he's a police officer. They found that gal said some stuff in his system, and then they couldn't go live with him either. That's why they end up here in the house with old Greely. Because, they told, the mama, that they was going to give her a space to get herself together and get them children back. She wasn't doing nothing but smoking a little herbs. Because he made such a big old deal about it, and then his old sister went up there with him, and him and her got up there and lied on that girl, and I think folks that should have proof. Just a little smoking of some weed didn't mean them children needed taken away, or she was doing all she could do, or they was giving them food stamps, and she was there at their house with them children. They did her wrong. You got a lot of people out there who do you wrong just because you don't know your own rights. That's why my mama told me go to school, really. Learn your rights. Learn your rights and learn how to protect yourself. My mama named me Thomas after this man that knowed how to read and write. My mama and them had a whole lot of land, and them old crooks was gonna try to steal my mama's land away from her. They told her one thing and then gonna try to get her to put her X on something else, saying that if they didn't work the land for them and they plant their crops, and then we got to harvest all the crops for free, but we just get half of the crops. That if we don't do that for them and they get most of the crops, we don't even get, it was sharecropping. You had a certain amount that you give them off the top. Then whatever left over, you get to keep for yourself. And Mr. Thomas messed around there and read that paper and told my mama, you don't want to do that there. Because if you do that right there, you're going to lose everything you got. You ain't going to be able to harvest crops for your own family, for harvesting crops for them. So my mama says that she was there with child, and I was that child she was with. And when I came into this world, her and my daddy thought enough old man Thomas to name me Alpha. And Mr. Thomas, she said he was a pale-faced man. And he had that long, straight hair and some blue eyes. She said, but you don't judge a man or a woman by the color of their skin. You judge them peoples by the actions, by the things that they do. And she said Mr. Thomas made their life better by helping them today. Don't look at somebody and say they's no good because of what they looking like and what color they is, and they ain't done nothing to you. That could be the loveliest person in the world, but you'll never know it because you done sat there and looked at them and done said just cause of what they look like, they ain't no good, and you missing out. You missing out. Well, then I turns around after me and that gal get through with that conversation, and I calls her mama, and I tell her, mama, I say, them people says you can't come here and you can't be around them children other than the times that I take you up there to see them. And she says, I know, Uncle Greely. She said, I don't want them to take them away from you and put them somewhere with somebody I don't even know. And she said, Uncle Greely, I love you for taking care of my children. And I said, I love you, Kate. You get better. I understand.